A lot of people think of Bidi smoking as just a minor habit, maybe even a less harmful choice compared to, say, cigarettes. For anyone who might not know, a Bidi is that thin, hand-rolled smoke, usually in a tendu leaf, that you see all over South Asia. But what if that whole idea is just completely wrong? Today, we're going to pull back the curtain on the hidden dangers of Bidis and get to the real story behind all that smoke. So is it really just a light habit, like so many people believe? Or are we dealing with something way more sinister? Something that's basically a slow poison, working quietly, day in and day out. Well, let's get into it. All right, let's kick things off with a fact that might genuinely surprise you. The smoke from a Bidi isn't just as bad as cigarette smoke. Nope, it's actually more dangerous. And here's the #1 reason why. It all boils down to one tiny but absolutely critical difference: the filter. See, cigarettes have one. It's designed to catch some of that nasty stuff. Bidis, they have nothing. Zero. That means every single puff is an unfiltered blast of tar and other dangerous chemicals shooting straight into your lungs. In fact, studies have shown that because you have to puff on them more just to keep them lit, Bidi smokers can end up inhaling 3 to 5 times more tar and nicotine than cigarette smokers. Just let that sink in for a second. With no barrier, with nothing to stop it, every single breath you take from a Bidi is literally filling your lungs with poison. We're talking about tar, that thick, sticky, black gunk that's loaded with cancer-causing chemicals. There's just nothing in its way. Okay, so that's what happens in the moment. But what about over the long haul? What happens when all that damage starts to stack up, year after year? Let's take a look at the slow, steady decline the body goes through with long-term Bidi use. This decline is slow, but it is relentless. It usually starts with something you might brush off, getting out of breath more easily. Simple things start to feel like a workout. Then this unstoppable nagging cough shows up. That's your body just desperately trying to get all that junk out of your lungs. Over time, your whole body just gets weaker and weaker because it's fighting this constant attack. And the scariest part? Your risk of getting cancer doesn't just go up a little bit, it multiplies. And this is exactly why calling it a slow poison is so fitting. It's not a sudden event. It's something that quietly chips away at your health, stealing a little bit of your life day by day, often without you even realizing how bad it's gotten until it's really, really serious. Now, this isn't just our take on it. This is a massive public health crisis. And to really drive that home, let's look at a pretty powerful warning that comes straight from the Ministry of Health. The Ministry of Health puts it so bluntly, it's impossible to ignore. It's not the Bidi, but your health that's burning. Wow. I mean, that one sentence just changes everything, doesn't it? It makes you stop and think about what's really going up in smoke. Okay, so we've laid out all the dangers, and it's pretty heavy stuff. But now we need to get to the most important part, the way out, the solution. And it all begins with taking that very first step toward getting your life back. And here's the truly empowering thing you need to know. Whether this is about you or maybe someone you love, that first step isn't some far-off goal. You can take it today, right now, in this moment. Change is 100% possible. And you absolutely do not have to do it by yourself. There's a direct line to get help and support. It's the National Quitline Number, 1-800-11-2356. It's totally free, it's there for you, and it's a real practical tool for anyone who's ready to make that change. So let's end on this note. It's all about understanding what your health, what your life is truly worth. Quitting isn't just about running from a danger. It's about actively choosing a better future for yourself. It really is, quite simply, the wise choice.